Berlin, Austria's far-right party secured its return to power on Saturday, with an incoming minister insisting that nobody has anything to fear. Herbert Kickl, a senior figure in the far-right Freedom Party, will take over the Interior Ministry, with the anti-immigration party also taking the Defense and Foreign Ministries. Sebastian Kurz, 31, of the Conservative People's Party will become the world's youngest leader. He stressed that the new government, to be sworn in next week, was pro-EU, although he said Brussels should have less say in national affairs. We have agreed a clear pro-EU stance with the aim of boosting subsidiarity in the EU, Mr. Kurz told a news conference, favouring an EU that is stronger in big questions and which should step back on smaller issues. Heinz Christian Strache, the leader of the Freedom Party, FPO, who will be the country's new vice-chancellor, promised there would be no referendum on Austria's EU membership. We stand by the European Union, we stand by the peace project of Europe. But we see various developments critically, and we will of course articulate this and seek partners, Mr. Strache said in Vienna yesterday afternoon. In the past Mr. Strache has been critical of EU membership, saying that Britain will probably be better off out of it and that Brussels is a bureaucratic monster. Mr. Strache also said that the new government wants to strengthen relations between Europe and Russia. The agreement, which was reached 2 months after the parliamentary election on October the 15th, will see Austria become the only Western European country with the far-right party in government. Mr. Kurz's party won the October the 15th election with a hard line on immigration that often overlapped with the Freedom Party. The FPO came third with 26% of the vote. After a meeting with Alexander Van der Bellen, the Austrian president, yesterday morning, Mr. Kurz and Mr. Strache presented their new government program and ministerial team at a conference in Vienna. While Mr. Strache's FPO secured the Interior, Defense and Foreign Ministries, among others, the Conservative-controlled ministries will include Finance, Economy and Justice. The future leaders presented their approximately 180-page government program and said they were looking forward to the coming common 5 years where they will do things much better. The joint program says that Austria will seek to stop illegal immigration and ensure that people whose asylum claims are rejected are quickly deported. Asylum is temporary protection only. In addition, labor laws are to be loosened, taxes will be cut and bureaucracy slashed. Austria, the program says, is world champion when it comes to regulation and limiting freedom and personal responsibility. Mr. Kurz said that Austria should be a land of diversity, but pointed out that it should also have basic values that apply to all. In 2015, when more than 1 million refugees and other migrants arrived in Europe, Austria took in one of the highest rates of asylum seekers in the EU. Both parties have pledged to prevent this happening again. The Telegraph.